Hey guys, JB here from Alpha Wolf Consulting, coming to you today coming to you today with the next lecture in the Alpha Wolf Applied Psychological Engineering series. And this aspect of the series, so the last three lectures we looked at addressing um, addiction in the three different forms that it comes in: psychological, emotional, and behavioral, and sort of creating a process to overcome that. And basically, in this series, we're now looking at one, removing or overcoming a transaction-based mindset and re-engineering an unconditional mindset. So like across everything, we got to think, what is a transaction-based mindset and what is an unconditional mindset? So it's just a condition mindset or an unconditional mindset. Unconditioned, no condition. Unconditional love is love without conditions. Unconditional acceptance is acceptance without conditions. Unconditional collaboration is collaboration without conditions. We are simply engineering a mindset to where the foundation of my reality is that no condition needs to be met for a state to exist. Do you get it? Conditional collaboration is you have to show me you're willing to collaborate. I have to show you I'm willing to collaborate. And now, only then will I be willing to collaborate. Will you be willing to collaborate? Like, do you sort of get it? That's transactional. That I have to give to you and you have to give to me. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, if you think about it like this, if we're looking at collaboration, like, how do I want to be? So, do I want to be dependent on the external environment of you wanting to collaborate with me for me to want to collaborate with you, where I'm reactive to the environment? Or do I want to be focused more on my expression in the environment or my broadcasting into the environment? Do you sort of get it? So, like, if I'm unconditionally collaborative, I am going to collaborate with you, either with you or without you. I don't care. Do you sort of get it? Like, I want collaboration. Collaboration is the only option. Like, do you get it? Like, it's really important to understand this because it's like I can't control how other people show up. I can't control how other people treat me, but I can control how I show up. I can control how I treat other people. And if I control how I show up and treat other people, I get to choose what the environment means and is. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I'm becoming less reactive to um, others or my environment. And now I am just simply becoming a broadcasting station or beacon for what I desire in the environment. Do you get it? So, like, when we understand energetic frequency and sort of like energetic frequency manifestation and things like this, if I want to collaborate with you, but I am self-limiting or self-regulating the broadcasting of my collaboration until I know you want to collaborate with me, I am creating the perception that I don't want to collaborate with you. Do you get it? So, like, it's sort of like this game people play when they first date that I can't show you that I like you because then that gives you the control. And if you get control, you're going to abuse me. So I have to pretend not to like you to the same level you don't like, you're pretending not to like me. Like, it's a self-destructive behavioral pattern because we're causing damage in the process of trying to collaborate. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it shouldn't matter. Like, if I like you, if I don't like you, like, it shouldn't really matter. Do you sort of get it? Like, if I like you, I'll tell you I like you. Like, why would it matter? Like, if you want to go around and act like a cockhead and act like an asshole and think because I like you, you have power over me, like, that's a reflection on you, not me. Do you sort of get it? Like, I don't have to self-regulate or self-limit myself in the fear of protection. Do you sort of get it? Like, yeah, it's really important to understand this, that like the only aspect or dimension of my conscious being that can feel fear is my ego. My higher consciousness cannot feel fear. My higher consciousness, like if I collaborate with you from my higher consciousness, there is nothing you can do. Like you could slap me in the face, and then it's like nothing negative has happened to me. You've just shown me you're a pathetic piece of shit. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, there's no fear or no necessity or reason for me to self limit or regulate myself out of this, like, preserving what? My ego? Do you sort of get it? So, like, all of your fear, all of your insecurity is your ego. Like, if I feel fear, I just ignore it because it's ego. Like, if I want to be an egotistical person, I have to listen to that fear. If I don't want to be an egotistical person, that fear means nothing. Do you get it? So, what we're understanding in this is we're understanding, okay, like if we think about like our reality, okay, so there is me or the frequency in which I broadcast into my environment. There is my perception or psychological and emotional perception of reality and the sensory input that I am perceiving. And then there is the energetic frequency of everything within my environment. Do you sort of get it? So there's a psychological and emotional meaning I have towards others. And then there's also an energetic, or you would call it an emotional sort of bond. It's a feeling. Like energetic is feeling, like frequency and vibration you feel emotionally. You don't hear it logically. Do you sort of get it? Because the aspect of your unconscious mind that has control over your body is the one that gets the message, and the only language he has is emotional states, memory association, behavioral responses. Do you sort of get it? Instincts, like emotion, like biochemical states. So, like, we just understand the only way I'm ever going to, when it comes to understanding my physical body, is I'm never going to understand it logically, in the sense that when I get a pain response, I'm not getting a logical signal. I can logically map the different pain responses to different injuries. So I know the feeling of a gunshot wound to a stabbing. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, I can do that consciously, but like the signal is unconscious. Do you sort of get it? So, like, what you have to understand about this unconscious nature of the signal is that we are creating what we perceive. Do you sort of get it? So if there is a condition for me to feel love, if there is no condition for me to feel love, I am creating that. Do you sort of get it? It can be projected to me by my environment through psychological, emotional, or energetic states. Someone can say mean things and treat me meanly and all of that and be mean to me every time I see them. And that can alter my behaviors and change my belief structure. Do you sort of get it? Like that's how people act and how people sort of try to condition in behavior. But like you just have to understand, like it's all just conscious choice. So when we're understanding this unconditional mindset, Do I want to have conditions to meet for anything in life, or do I want to have whatever I want in life without conditions? It's that simple. Do you sort of get it? Do I want to have relationships based on transactions of how I show up, who I am, what I have? Or do I want to have relationships that are based within an unconditional desire to be together, an unconditional want to be together? Do you sort of get it? Where there is no need of me to be anyone. There is no need for me to have done anything. There is no need for me to have anything. Like, do you sort of get it? So think about it like this. It's really important, like when we're understanding the conscious and the unconscious mind. Okay. So, like, how you treat your relationships, how you treat your business interactions, your social interactions, like that is a conscious reflection of an unconscious pattern. So what that means is if you require proof before you believe other people love you, you require proof before you believe you love you. Do you sort of get it? So you're constantly in this state that if you want to feel love for yourself, you have to prove to yourself that you are worthy of love. It's a pretty funny thing. So you become the enemy within because you're the internal critic. Do you get it? That is measuring and comparing the conditions and setting the conditions that you have to meet before you can feel what you want to feel. And when we're understanding the energetic state, if I don't feel worthy of love, even if I'm consciously compensating for it, even if I'm emotionally compensating for it, energetically, I'm broadcasting that signal. Do you get it? Of unworthiness. And to someone who is worthy, unworthy people are repulsive because it's a different belief. So it's like this: if I'm optimistic and you're pessimistic, like it's not that we can't be friends, it's not that we can't respect each other, but it's that my fundamental foundation for reality is one based within what I can do, and yours is based within what has been done. Do you get it? Like there's a fundamental, like we will never speak the same language. It will always be misaligned or disharmony between us. Do you sort of get it energetically? So like for example, you wouldn't be attracted to me and I wouldn't be attracted to you. Do you get it? Like because like unless I'm sort of going against that energetic frequency, it would just feel like we sort of like we might get along, we might have a lot in common, but it's just it doesn't click like that. Do you sort of get it? Like we're all looking for that energetic alignment. But the way in which we are going about finding that transactionally is the wrong approach. Do you get it? When I'm requiring proof that you want to collaborate with me before I will show you that I want to collaborate with you, what you see is I'm not interested or even wanting to collaborate with you. I am expecting you to prove yourself to me before I will even give you the time of the day. Have you ever felt this in relationships? Do you sort of get it in dating? Like, is this not how dating feels? Like that you're feeling like someone doesn't even care about you, doesn't even give a fuck about you, couldn't care less about who you are, yet is expecting you to go and prove yourself to them to validate them actually giving a fuck about you. Like, it's pretty fucking idiotic. Do you sort of get it? So you're creating these relational structures that one incentivize transactional behavior. What is transactional behavior? What is a transaction? Do you get it? Why do you think our divorce rates are so high? Why do you think relationship wise, like people are very unstable or unstable within relationships and volatile and the relationships are not good? Like, why do you think all of this? Because transactional based or a transaction based mindset incentivizes and encourages the transaction as the emotional stability. I like falling in love, but I hate being in relationships. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, not to say that about me, but like, that's the mindset where it's like, I love the experience of falling in love, but then once it comes to working on that relationship and investing into that relationship, I don't care. Like, that's how a lot of people act. So, like, when you mix that in with then egotism, narcissism, and all this different stuff, now we have this predominant like shift in behavior to where it's we're over promoting short term or transaction based relationships where it's like, for example, like the man has to have money, the man has to be successful, blah, blah, blah. The woman can't have kids, the woman like we're basically breaking each other down into categorizations and categories. So what this does is this creates separation between connection. When I'm thinking about you in terms of you're a 38-year-old woman with no kids and you're 58 kilos and like blonde and fucking however tall, like, do you sort of get it? Like, I'm fucking treating you like a piece of beef, like a cow. Like I'm treating you like you're an object, not a subject. So I'm not creating a subjective relationship. I'm creating an objective relationship that is based within conditions being met before love or experience is allowed. Do you sort of get it? Very important to understand this because as we start to understand what makes a relationship or what makes sort of us highly conditional or transactional is an idea or predication that actions have to be taken for outcomes to exist. I have to hear something funny before I can laugh. I can't just laugh because I feel like laughing. That would be crazy. Like, do you sort of get it? That would be insane. I can't feel love if no one loves me. Like, do you sort of get it? So we're just removing those conditions and saying, irrespective of any fucking condition, if people love me, if people are around me, if anything, if I want to laugh, motherfucker, I will laugh. If I want to feel love, motherfucker, I will feel love. Because there is no like outside metric needed for me to feel that because I am the master of my mind. I am the master of my body. Do you sort of get it? If I want to feel happy and joy, I can feel happy and joy because I've chosen to feel that. Like I'm not a human being that is reacting to life. I am a human being that is proactively creating the life I want. Do you get it? So, like, do I want to have to meet conditions to feel happy? Do I want to have to meet conditions to feel love? Do I want to have to meet conditions to feel worthy within myself? Like, that's the question. If the answer is yes, I want conditions, then you set out your conditions. And those conditions are the ruler of your life. That is where your power is. You have given your power to those conditions. Without those conditions, you will never feel anything. Do you sort of get it? It's a psychological lock. Wherever I believe the power sits, psychologically, I create like blocks around that power. So if I give my power to negative environments and when other people are upset, I'm upset because they're upset, like all my power is within that environment or that stimulation. Do you sort of get it? If they're not upset, I don't get to be upset. Like, do you sort of get it? I believe that I'm only allowed to feel upset when they're upset. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, think about it like this. If I think that I need another person to feel love, do you sort of get it? I'm creating a psychological block that should I desire feeling love and be alone, like I yearn for love, it's out of reach because I psychologically identify love as being an external variable or factor that influences my internal state. Do you sort of get it? When I remove the condition, I am saying that my internal state is what influences the state I feel. Do you sort of get it? The external environment is an illusion. Like, does this make sense? So, like, if I have a transaction-based mindset where I believe a transaction has to happen, like physical connection or physical touch or physical expression of love for me to feel love, like I am creating one a compulsive nature around that should I want to feel love, this is the way that I feel love. But two, I am now abdicating love from any experience outside of this. So rather than me pushing to feel love in all experiences, I'm just saying and categorizing this is the limit of where I feel love. Do you sort of get it? So like think about it like this. If I love someone and they like knitting and I don't like knitting. Like if I truly unconditionally love that person and I am truly unconditionally wanting to be around them, like the action or activity is irrelevant. Do you get it? If I like it, if I don't like it, unconditionally, I desire to be around this person. Do you sort of get it? So, like, I'm more incentivized to sort of enjoy it rather than fight against it. Do you sort of get it? It's like when you do things with best friends over doing things with strangers. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm gonna do different or more things with best friends because they sort of make the event or make the experience. Do you sort of get it? So, like, we're just understanding this that if I'm creating a transaction based where a relationship has certain transactional needs that have to be met before I'm allowed to unconditionally feel what I want to feel or do what I want to do, well, then in that same situation, like if you're knitting and I don't like knitting and I want to be around you, I want to be around you, but this isn't what I want to do. Like, even if I sit there, like I'm not doing what I want to do. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm around you, but the condition isn't met. Like, do you sort of get it? Because I have specific conditions for what we should do. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, when we're understanding this, it's not that like I'm pissed off because I'm around you, but it's like I'm pissed off because you're doing something that I don't like. Like, do you sort of get it? Like when it's transaction based, I'm having to give to you what I don't want to do. You have to give to me what you don't want to do. Like, do you sort of get it? Like it becomes this push and pull to where it matters about the activity over the experience. It matters about the condition over the feeling, the desire. Like, do you sort of get it? So just realize that. that these conditions, like if I put a condition on feeling love, I put a condition on everything. I can say I do, I can say I don't. Unconsciously, I do. My conscious behavior is a trigger or the instigator for my unconscious behavior. Do you sort of get it? Should I consciously start seeing life and the universe and others as unconditional? So I unconditionally want to be around people. My unconscious mind will follow the cue of that behavior. Do you sort of get it? But should I reinforce a transaction based mindset that, like, my time has a certain amount of value? I'm giving you my time. You have to value my time. Do you sort of get it? Like, I can't be wasting my time with you while you knit a sweater because the action or the activity or the transaction is what I desire. Like, do you get it? Have you ever been around people and all they want to do is be around you, and then you get around them and you're like, what do you want to do? And they're like, I don't know, nothing. And it's like, what the fuck do you want to be around me for then, cunt? Like, you just want me to be bored with you just because you're fucking bored? Like, do you sort of get it? Like, someone talks to you and sends you a message or calls you, and then they don't want to talk to you. Like, it's like, why the fuck are we talking if you didn't want to talk to me? Why are you just talking to me to uphold a condition in a relationship? Like, do you sort of get it? So we understand the transactions or the transaction sort of based actions that we create our relationships on become the points that we hate. Do you get it? I don't want to have to tell you what I like. I don't want to have to tell you to care for me. I don't want to have to tell you. Like, do you sort of get it? Like when I'm making a condition that I need to feel cared for, like, and then I'm saying, I don't want to have to continue to tell you about this. But it's like, so you're saying that I should unconditionally know your conditions and then meet them unconditionally, but you shouldn't have to broadcast. Like, do you sort of get it? So it's like this idea that I get what I want, but then it's not what I want because what I want is the unconditional, not the fucking conditional. Do you get it? So, to all those people who want to talk about conditional based mindsets or transaction based mindsets, lie all you want, but I know you want an unconditional mindset. Like, you're talking shit. Like, it's just ego. Do you get it? Because your relationships, if you purely wanted a transaction based mindset or a transaction based relationship, they would be the most smooth, stable, and pure ones. So people who are like either autistic or have difficulties in expressing or understanding emotions that create very logic based relationships, it's exactly that. They're very stable. They could be boring, but like it's like they're agreements that are made within a unified truth or collected or collective sort of like agreement for what is best. And then it's like we don't go against what is best. Like I'm not emotionally blowing up about something. Do you sort of get it? Because it's just a conscious agreement, it's a logical agreement. Do you sort of get it? There's no emotion. So it leads to the feeling of emotionlessness. Do you sort of get it? But that is what a true transaction based relationship is. So if you're seeking emotion, if you're seeking love, if you're seeking all of this, you are not seeking it through a transaction based relationship because that always leads you down the rabbit hole of having to prove yourself before you are allowed to feel what you want to feel. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's really important to understand this first aspect of the unconditional mindset. that I have to understand, like, I can't do anything like, I can't heal my unconscious mind unless I alter my conscious decisions and behaviors. I have to consciously remove all conditions. Do you sort of get it? Like, I can't hold on to any condition. Like, does this make sense? So it's like, if I want unconditional love within myself, to always feel love and loved within myself, I have to remove all conditions on love. Do you get it? Now, understand the difference between a condition and a boundary. A boundary is a self rejection. A condition is an external expectation. You have to treat me a certain way before I will treat you a certain way. Do you sort of get it? A boundary is, I treat myself this way, there is no other way. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm sharing that I speak truthfully to myself. I love myself unconditionally. And it's like, that is the boundary. Like, it's not that I want this to be the boundary. Motherfucker, this is the boundary. This is where I stand. Do you sort of get it? Like, it's completed. Do you get it? So it's like, if you think about it like this, if there are no conditions, in the second I instigate something, there is no condition that says I am not finished as well. Do you get it? So, in the moment I set a boundary or a clear boundary, I am that person. And I embody that boundary through my behavior, my speech, and, like, my beliefs. Do you sort of get it? So if I unconditionally love myself and I say I unconditionally love myself without condition, then basically in the moment of me saying that, I unconditionally love myself. So I feel love. Do you get it? So I have to allow myself to feel the love. Does this make sense? So, like, when I say I unconditionally love myself, I then put in a break, and then I have a subconscious trigger to a memory or emotional state of feeling love. So, like, literally, I say to myself, I love myself, and then I force myself to think about all the times I've experienced love and the feeling of love. And I'm just merging that emotional state, or sort of aligning that emotional state to the statement of I love myself unconditionally, or I unconditionally love myself. Do you sort of get it? But I'm removing the psychological conditions and saying, if I need another person, if I don't need another, fuck that. If I say I don't need another person to feel love within myself, I don't need another person. If I have another person, that's great. If I don't, that's great. Like, it's whatever I say. Do you get it? Because I'm the one that is the regulator for how I feel. Do you get it? So if I'm setting conditions saying I need someone to be around me for me to feel loved, that means no matter what I do, even if I have $1 million, even if I have all the drugs in the world, even if I have all the alcohol in the world, whatever it is, if there is not someone around me who, like, is around me, I'm not allowed to feel connection or love. Like, do you get it? Why do you think all these people chase money and then they feel empty and hollow? Psychologically, they have created a transaction-based mindset, and unfortunately, they didn't keep tabs on all the different transactions they have to make to feel things. Do you get it? So, like, for example, if I have to have another person around me to feel love, like, that means, like, if I don't, Like I will never feel love. Like that is the trigger for me to feel love. Do you know what I mean? It might be that I have to have, you know, someone who broadcasts or tells me they love me. So now every time that my partner doesn't tell me they love me, I don't feel love. I only feel love when they tell me they love me. Like, do you sort of get it? Like my beliefs are whatever I repeat to myself. Do you get it? So like if I'm creating conditions, whenever I create a condition, like that's added to a checklist that for me to feel love, I have to tick off all the boxes in my checklist. Do you sort of get it? A transaction or condition based mindset is literally having to do a to do list before you're allowed to feel what you want to feel because you think that that is the only way you're allowed to feel them. Like you can choose to do the checklist and get really good at that checklist and all of that. You're self limiting yourself in life because you're not allowed to feel love for anything that isn't on the checklist. So now I become self limited or self regulated to new experiences, to being open to new experiences. Do you sort of get it? Because I already know what makes me feel love. Like, does this make sense? So, like, I create these false identities or false belief structures around feeling love, but then I get stuck in having to be a part of them. Do you get it? Like it's really important to understand this. Whereas if it's unconditional, like I am literally always feeling love, regardless of anything, nothing can break that feeling. There is no condition you could ever place that could make me stop feeling love for myself. Do you get it? It's illogical because in my like foundation of reality, conditions don't exist. Conditions are illusions. Like, do you sort of get it? So if you're telling me you need someone to feel love, to me, you're saying to me, I need an illusion of love before I allow myself to feel the truth of love. Do you get it? So, like, an unconditional mindset is me saying, well, if the truth is I want to feel love, any reason for me not feeling love is an illusion. Do you get it? No matter how much that illusion looks like truth, it's an illusion. Like, does this make sense? So, like, if I'm going through high pain, there is no condition that says I can't feel love while experiencing high pain. Do you get it? But if I need someone around me to feel love, well, I better have a loved one with me while I'm going through extreme pain. Do you sort of get it? And that doesn't really work much when you're being tortured. Do you sort of get it? So it's like understand the power of these practices and understand the power of this mindset. Is I created this mindset to be able to basically control the foundational creation of reality to whatever I want it to be in any moment. Do you sort of get it? I alter reality or my perception of reality and my perception of my identity in reality to be whatever I needed in any situation. Do you sort of get it? So should you be torturing me to death? Like I just let go to my need to live and I embrace death. Like, do you sort of get it? And then I just alter the emotional state of love to being the same as the physical sensation of pain, so that when you cause pain, I feel love. And then I'm just going to alter my perception of reality to where I'm just in a field to where I'm doing whatever I want to do. Like you misunderstand, like I'm going to just systematically alter perception until I am no longer consciously aware of reality. Like you're fighting against the creational power of my mind. Do you sort of get it? Like it's important to understand this because like what we're understanding is that like reality as I know it is an illusion. Do you sort of get it? Like reality as I experience it is based within my perception of that experience. So while I may perceive something happening within a situation, like other people might not have perceived that. Like, do you sort of get it? So like my reality exists with that, with that, let's say, variable in a situation existing, and to other people who didn't see the variable, it doesn't exist in their understanding of reality. Do you sort of get it? So perception is how we alter our reality. Do you sort of get it? And then we alter the perception of others, like not the perception of others, but the perception of ourselves within others' reality. Do you get it? So, like, for example, if you're trying to torture me to death and put me into pain, and every bit of pain makes me just feel absolutely ecstatic love, like your perception of reality alters and changes because of my broadcasting input. Because your perception was that I should be in fear, fearing for my life and survival and begging you, whereas I'm just sort of like in the most peaceful and serene place. Do you get it? And it's all just because like reality, my experienced reality and my imagination or perception, not perception, but like my ability to imagine or like think about it like this. Some people have drug, like they take psychedelic drugs, and then the experience is so powerful that their mind actually can recreate, like, and they see dragons and things like that when they have no drugs in their system. Do you know what I mean? So, like, we just understand, like, what we believe or perceive as being like literal data of reality, like we cannot tell the difference between imagined data. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, in high stress situations, someone could have a TV remote in their hand, and another person might project that there's a knife in their hand, if that's a predominant fear of theirs. And they literally will supersede, I think that's the word, a picture or an image of a knife or a fear into it. Do you know what I mean? So, like, their perception of reality can fundamentally change because of like their, like a break within their psychological sort of structure. Do you know what I mean? So, like, our psychological structure is sort of what gives logic and reason to reality. Do you know what I mean? So if I have a psychological breakdown where the foundation of what I believe reality is, I can have, like, and we think about this in mental illness and things like that, where people, they can snap and then they become highly psychotic and aggressive and antisocial and all of that. And it's sort of like prior to that psychological snap, that wasn't a part of their nature. Do you know what I mean? So, like, usually with things like mental health and trauma and things like that, like, that's the reason is a lot of mental health is because of repressed trauma. So, like, for example, while we only see the snap of the behavioral change from being non-aggressive to aggressive or non-violent to violent, like psychologically, there was many transactions that led to that. Do you get it? Like, if I see the world conditionally, like The conditions compound until there's cascading failure. Do you get it? Every time I'm in a relationship with someone who I'm just in the relationship to fill needs, like it'll compound to making me more and more upset or angry with myself or whatever until the point of cascading failure, where maybe I just lose my want or will to like sort of uphold my lifestyle or my life. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I lose my identity and I feel hollow and empty, like I don't even know who I am anymore. Do you sort of get it? So, like, we just understand when I'm taking negative action against what I desire or what my best interests are, it's compounding. When I take positive actions towards my best interests and for what my best interests are, it compounds. Actions compound. They're non-emotional. They're non, well, you wouldn't say non-conscious, but basically they don't determine anything. Actions are actions. If they're positive, if they're negative. It is my psychology and emotional state that alter the meaning of those actions or those behaviors. Do you sort of get it? So, like, it is only me who can perceive if something is good or bad relative to me. Do you get it? It is only me that is allowed to say if I'm allowed to feel love or if I'm not allowed to feel love. Like, do you get it? Like, if I am creating my framework of what reality means for me based upon other people's beliefs or expectations, I am now forcing myself to live in someone else's reality and adjust to their beliefs. Do you get it? So it's like when we're thinking about an unconditional mindset, when we're thinking about removing conditions, like what does that mean for me? Do you get it? So, like, an important thing to realize, I will see if I can find it, is basically, it's probably not in here, but basically, the key thing to understand for unconditional mindset is if we're thinking about the cost to our self-worth. Do you sort of get it? Like if I'm building my self-worth based on transactions, if I'm building my self-acceptance based on transactions, if I'm building my self-love based on transactions, like, do you sort of get it? That means I have to constantly be doing things to uphold or upkeep my internal state of being. So, like, I'm saying to myself that I have to manage my friendships to feel connected to others. I have to, and we're not arguing against any behavior. Like what I'm saying to you is if you're saying to yourself, for me and you to be friends, I have to text you. Like if you're saying to me, you have to text me every morning, every night for you to consider us as friends. Like, do you sort of get it? Like you're setting these conditions to where I now have to maintain an artificial relationship. Like, do you sort of get it? Like if you want or desire to speak to me in the morning and the evening, that's that's neither here nor there. Like if you want to do it, you do it because it benefits you. But if you're doing it because you believe that that is what is required for the situation, you're creating a false or artificial relationship to where I feel the need that I have to uphold this behavior. Otherwise, I am not upholding my position. Like, do you sort of get it? So, like, what we're understanding is that, like, I am worthy as I am for who I am without the need to prove anything to another or myself. I don't have to prove to myself I'm worthy of love. I'm inherently worthy of love. I don't have to prove to myself I'm worthy of belief. I'm inherently worthy of belief. Do you sort of get it? Consciously, emotionally. When I say I am worthy of love, I have to allow myself to feel love. When I say I'm worthy of belief, I have to allow myself to feel belief. Do you get it? Like I am the one that sets and writes out the list of conditions, and I am the one that gives the reward. Like, do you sort of get it? So rather than me having a big list of conditions, why don't I just say, I can feel love if I say something nice to myself. And then I say something nice to myself and I feel love. Like I get to choose one, the behavior, and then I get to choose the reward. Do you sort of get it? So I can choose to have no behavior, and me desiring feeling love is the action, is the condition. When I desire to feel love, that is the condition met for me to feel love. Do you sort of get it? Or I can have an action where I might want to do something fun and positive. Do you sort of get it? So, like, for example, I would not have conditions around love because, hey, if I'm stuck in a fucking cave, being held prisoner, being tortured, like, I don't want to have to meet a condition to feel love. I want to be able to feel love in that. So it's like if I put a condition that I need to get gas for my car to run, my car now needs gas to run. If I create the condition that my car does not need gas, my car will run without gas. Like, do you sort of get it? We're not saying literally, I'm going to take a combustion engine and run it without combustion. It doesn't work like that. It's a combustion fucking engine. Do you sort of get it? But your mind is currently wired to work on conditions. Do you sort of get it? So my condition can be there are no conditions. Do you get it? I can create the belief that I need gas for the car to move. I can create the belief I need someone to express love for me to feel love, or I can create the belief that in the second that I want love, I already have that love. So it's just an instantaneous, as soon as I want for something, it is mine. Do you sort of get it? So we just start to understand this, like when we're talking about the internal state of being. So, like, for example, I can't create a condition that other people love me instantly. Like, do you sort of get it? I can't create a belief that everyone loves me. Like, that's stupid. Do you sort of get it? If other people love me, if other people don't love me. If I love myself, that is the entirety of my experience of reality. Do you sort of get it? Like all of reality happens within me. The external environment is just purely sensory input, sensory data. Do you sort of get it? If someone else loves me and expresses love to me, that is literally just sensory data. Do you get it? Like they're not coming in and grabbing my heart and beating it for me. Like they're not coming in and stroking my ego. I'm stroking my own ego. Do you sort of get it? Like I'm beating my heart. Like the other person cannot influence me. It's only my perception of the actions or the words or the beliefs of that other person. So if I believe someone else loves me, that will alter my perception or meaning of that person. Do you sort of get it? It's not that that person loves me that alters my perception. It's my belief that that person loves me. Does this make sense? So we're just going through and we're understanding that, and then we're saying, well, there's no difference. If it is my belief that someone loves me, that makes me physically feel the sensation of love from that person, then it is my belief that I love me that makes me feel the physical sensation of love from within me. Do you get it? If I believe there are conditions, there are conditions. If I believe there are no conditions, there are no conditions. Perception is based upon belief. If I believe I saw something, I saw something, irrespective of if it was real or not. Do you know what I mean? Belief is what is the foundation or the variable that alters our reality. If I'm sitting in a chair tied, if I'm sitting tied to a chair in a basement somewhere, do you sort of get it? If I believe I'm perfectly safe and all of that, I'm perfectly safe. Do you sort of get it? If I believe I'm in danger, I'm going to feel in danger. Like, do you know what I mean? Not saying the environmental stimuli wouldn't alter that belief, but it's like if I was being tied to a chair because didn't finish my beer quick enough when I was with mates and they were hazing me, I'm not going to be fearing for me life. It's just we're just playing a stupid game. Do you know what I mean? But like, you know, if some cartel's got me fucking, strapped to a chair in a basement somewhere, like it means a little bit different. Do you sort of get it? But we just understand my belief is what alters my perception of reality. Do you get it? So it's, do I choose to believe what I want, or do I force myself to believe what everyone else believes? Do I believe that I am worthy of love, or do I need consensus from everyone around me that they love me before I believe I am worthy of love? Where is the sort of point of importance for the validation of my belief? Is the point of importance in validation through external metrics or external means? Or is the belief validated by an internal metric? Do you sort of get it? If I choose to believe I love myself, do you sort of get it? Choose is the internal metric. I choose my words, I choose my actions, I choose my beliefs. Choose is the variable of change when it comes to a conditional mindset or an unconditional mindset. Do I choose to believe there are no conditions for me to feel love, or do I choose to believe there are conditions for me to feel love? Do I choose to believe that I am unconditionally worthy? Do I choose to believe there are conditions to me feeling worthy? Once I make the choice and I choose what I want to believe, that belief is reality, not reality externally, reality internally. How I broadcast that internal reality alters the external reality. Should I choose to believe that I am worthy of love and respect, and I choose to give myself love and respect in every moment, and I choose to show up into my environment being someone who is loved and respected, I alter the perception or belief of those around me to me being worthy of love and respect. Do you get it? So we start to understand, like, when we're thinking about a transaction based mindset, that is a mindset that is compartmentalized with conditions that unlock boxes. If I want to let go to that system, I got to just basically tip everything out of the boxes and let it be. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have to choose to let my love or the physical sensation or emotional sensation of my love exist unconditionally, always. It's not like I can't give myself love now and then take it away. Do you sort of get it? So, like when I am moving from a transaction-based mindset of these actions, words, or beliefs are means to ends, do you sort of get it? I am trying to create the belief of confidence so that other people perceive me as being confident. Do you sort of get it? If I'm building my confidence so that other people perceive me as being confident, my confidence is based within the perception of others. Do you get it? If I'm building my confidence so that I may feel confident within myself, what is the difference to me feeling confident and me not feeling confident? Like, what is confidence? I am not confident enough to grab a snake because I have never grabbed a snake before. I have no understanding or conceptualization of the outcome. I have no certainty in the outcome. I am highly confident that I can walk 200 kilometers because I am certain of the outcome because I have walked 700 kilometers. Do you get it? I have already done that action. I know it's possible. I have recorded it. Do you sort of get it? I have experienced it. Like, does this make sense to you? Confidence is certainty of outcome. Now, what is belief? The choice to believe in the outcome. So, should I choose to believe I can be, should I choose to believe I am someone worthy of love? Do you sort of get it? Should I choose to know if I give love to myself, I will feel love? Do you get it? I now am certain of the outcome. Do you sort of get it? So, what we are trying to understand is that I'm not choosing anything external to me. What the fuck is the point of feeling love only if other people love you? Like, where is the value in that? That is dependency. Where is the value in only feeling confident when you have proof that you are better than others? Like, where is the value in it? Absent of that condition, you will never feel it. Do you get it? Like, shifting from a transaction based mindset to an unconditional mindset is literally in the name. I am simply unconditioning my mind, unconditioning my mindset. If my mind said I needed others' validation to validate myself, I now remove that condition and I validate myself. Do you sort of get it? If my condition was that I needed others to feel love, I uncondition it and I remove the others and I allow myself to feel love. If my condition was that for me to feel confident within myself, I had to, have others tell me how great I am or be like for me to feel confident used to be that I had to outperform others to a rate of 400 to 500%. If you could lift 20 kilos, I had to be able to lift 100 kilos to feel confident. Do you get it? If you could do 10 reps, I had to do, 30 or 40, whatever it was. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, I always had to be far better than you to overcompensate. because I was comparing myself. Do you sort of get it? There were conditions that I had because I was trying to control the external environment. Do you get it? So when I'm trying to control the external environment through condition-based belief structures or transactional mindset, for me to feel confident, I have to be better than others. Should I not be better than others, I am not allowed to feel confident. Do you sort of get it? So, like, it's really important to understand this because what we are understanding is that, like, these psychological sort of like conditions that we are creating or are what become our negative actions. Do you sort of get it? They become our addictions. Like they become like our self limitations. So, like when we're removing and understanding like conditions, like if I ask you, what is the true cost of creating self worth based on transaction? Like without the transaction, the self worth doesn't exist. So I'm constantly shifting between a state of lacking self-worth and then having self-worth. And once I consciously forget about it, I now go back to lacking self-worth. Do you sort of get it? My baseline, if there is a transaction needed, is like it's off. Do you get it? I don't have self-worth until I create or until I fulfill the transaction or condition. My natural homeopathic or homeostasis state is one of not having worth. How can I have to meet a condition to have self worth if I don't have self worth? Like, if I already have self worth, how can I have to meet a condition? Do you get it? Your conditional mindset is a psychological trigger for lack because for you to have something, you have not to have had it. Do you get it? So, like, my self worth has to be condition based, that there are conditions to meet for that self worth to exist. That self worth can't exist without it. So I'm constantly fighting between this unconscious state of not having and my conscious desire to have. Does this make sense? So when we're understanding that in unconditionality without conditions, it is always on. I always have self-worth because there's never a condition that needs to be met for me to have it. Do you sort of get it? So like we're just understanding that like if I am trying to create a baseline, how do I want to create that baseline? Do I want to have an empty cup every morning I wake up and fill it up every day anew? Or do I want to have a cup that is already full that I can sip on all day? Do you sort of get it? That just refills whenever I desire it to be refilled. Like, does that make sense? So, like, if we think about that and we're understanding, oh, sorry, and we're understanding like self-worth and transactional self-worth, so conditional worth, okay? Because think of it like this. You have core sort of foundational beliefs of acceptance, love, worth, belief, um, confidence and things like that. And then we have these auxiliary ones. Do you know what I mean? So, like, my relationships come from my self-worth. Like, my relationships are a reflection of my self-worth. My career is a reflection of my self-worth. My social standing or standing within society is a reflection of my self-worth. Like there are core foundational pillars of my identity of self, and these foundational pillars are what all other variables of my life exist within. So if I feel like that I'm in the career that I want to be in, like will be determined by these core pillars. Do you sort of get it? So like if I'm working for a company that I do not, align with and I don't share their core values, like if their core values are going against my core values, so like maybe they treat you disrespectfully and they treat you, passive aggressively, hostilely, you know, demean you and all of that, and you believe in your internal identity of self that you're someone of worth, there's an instant conflict there. But the longer you sit in that environment, the more it's going to degrade your internal worth because you're allowing yourself to sit in there. But if you do not have self worth, if you're in a conditional mindset where conditions have to be met for you to feel self worth, like that's going to amplify within you. Do you sort of get it? It's going to become you. So when other people act that way, it will sort of you'll take on that burden. Whereas if I already fulfill my worth unconditionally in every moment, if you say something mean or nasty to me or do something mean or nasty to me, you might affect me for a moment, but like my internal self-worth and my internal self-identity is just going to kick back in. Like, do you sort of get it? Whereas if I have a condition on my worth, I now have to go out and seek to fulfill that condition. Like, do you get it? Like, does it make sense? My way of coping with emotional trauma or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So, like, let's say people were being a hostile work environment, like a toxic work environment, and they were cruel and disrespectful and all that. Like, whatever it is that I do to make myself feel worthy, I will have to go out and find that. So, like, for example, for me to feel worthy, if I have to go out and then achieve some goal or some milestone, until I achieve that goal or milestone, I'm not allowed to feel worthy. Like, do you sort of get it? If me feeling worthy is going out and sleeping with people, I now have to go out and sleep with people to feel worthy. Do you sort of get it? Like, I'm not able to self regulate that feeling of worthlessness. Like, do you sort of get it? So it affects me. So, like, if you think about this, if I'm not a conscious person and I'm in a toxic environment and other people are demeaning me and all of that, like, and I'm being treated all of this, and I'm not a conscious person, like, rather than me going out to make myself feel worthy, I'm going out and I'm making someone else feel worthless so that I may feel worth. Do you sort of get it? So, like, just realize this, like, when we're talking about like a transactional mindset, I'm talking about like usually the best positive one. But like the negative effect of a transaction based or condition based mindset is, well, if someone else bashed me when I was a kid, I'm allowed to bash kids. Do you know what I mean? If someone else hurt me, I'm allowed to hurt people. I just picked up their condition. And do you sort of get it? So it can have very toxic and negative side effects, these condition-based mindsets and transaction-based mindsets, because like ethical, like there's not such a thing as like an ethical drop-off point where someone goes from being an ethical person to an unethical person. So like in understanding this, like there's ethical erosion. Every time I'm in a situation and I let my ethics erode, it happens over time. So what this means is that like when I'm in a transaction-based relationship, over time, it's sort of gradually grounding down. Do you sort of get it? The behavior gets worse. The trauma or emotional trauma increases. Like it's just compounding and amplifying. So like the thing is like I can become cruel and evil. Do you know what I mean? People do that. Like so you might be thinking that it's all goody in the hoodie, all great in the stay to be with this person who treats you like an object, not a subject. Or you wouldn't want to be treated like a subject, but you know what I mean? We're talking subjectively, not objectively. So, what we're talking about is if you've got someone treating you objectively, not subjectively, do you sort of get it? And you're just saying, well, that's just who they are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the behavior's only going to compound. It's only going to get worse. Do you sort of get it? Like, if they treat you like an object now, they're going to treat you objectively later. Do you sort of get it? If they don't see you as a person now in the beginning, it's going to amplify to the point where they don't value you as a person. Do you get it? So, like, we just start to understand that if I'm basing my belief structure on transactions, like, do you sort of get it? Like, I'm sort of trying to say that love only means this, that, um, happiness, joy, all of that only happens because of this. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, it doesn't matter about the person, it only matters about the sex. Do you sort of get it? Objectifying women. Objective. Do you get it? Not subjective, even though they're subjectifying women. But regardless, like what we're understanding is if I'm treating other people objectively like an object, how am I treating myself? The conscious action is a mirror reflection of unconscious or the unconscious nature. If I am treating you objectively, it is because my unconscious nature is one of objective or objectified or whatever you would call it. Do you sort of get it? So I objectively treat myself like shit as well. Like, it's a pretty funny thing. So, like, if we're thinking about it, like, what is the cost of me objectifying myself to myself? I never feel connected with myself. I feel like a stranger within my identity. Like, do you get it? When I always have to prove myself to others to feel accepted by others, I become estranged from those actions to where those actions don't make me feel like myself anymore. Those actions make me feel like I'm being someone else. Do you get it? I start to disassociate to my relational structures. I start to disassociate my relational bonds. I start to disassociate from my environment. Do you get it? Like, if I'm always objectifying myself, I disassociate myself from myself. I cease to value who I am. Do you get it? if I'm only in relationships for what that other person can give me and not because I want to be with that other person, it's like I am separating myself from my internal desires in life and my internal identity of who I really am. And I'm now creating an illusion of a life that I think I want. I'm creating a life that I don't want that I have to endure. Do you sort of get it? The longer I force myself to endure that, the longer I objectify myself, the greater the distance between the subject and the object. Do you get it? I create distance between seeing myself and feeling myself. Do you get a midlife crisis? Like mental breakdowns. Do you sort of get it? Crisis of faith. Like, do you sort of get it? When I put conditions on my faith, I objectify my faith instead of subjectifying it, or not subjectifying it, but do you sort of get it? I cease to be the one involved in the faith, and now I am simply the observer of that faith. How am I ever going to feel the faith if I am the observer? Like, do you get it? So now I have a religious crisis or a crisis of faith or spirituality because I no longer feel connected to what was through my condition or transactional behavior. I treated it like spirituality or God was just going to church, was donating money, was doing this, was doing that. And I don't feel God anymore. Do you get it? Like, if I treat my partner like they're a competitor over an ally, if I create confrontation and competition between me and my partner, and I create divide and separation, like, do you sort of get it? Like, if I'm creating, okay, transactions in between my love and my partner's love, do you sort of get it? Like, we're only getting further and further away every time we add conditions. Do you sort of get it? Like, does it make sense to you? That if I'm creating conditions before I'm allowed to allow myself to feel love, but before I'm allowed to express my love to another person, I'm just creating a void between me and that person. Do you get it? People get into relationships and then they create the environment that causes separation and and sort of distance. And then they're in a relationship where they're not in love with that person. They don't know that person. Do you sort of get it? So, like, if me personally, want to have love in life, do you sort of get it? Like, do I want to have a relational structure based within conditions to be met? Or should I have a relational structure based in the unconditional nature of my desire for that person? Do you sort of get it? We're not talking about lust. We're saying that I really like you as a person and I want to be around you. Like, do you sort of get it? Like, so if I'm conditionally being around you, you need to accept me being around you. If I'm unconditionally, I'm just going to be around you. Do you sort of get it? It's like if I connect with a friend and we get along really well, it's just I enjoy being around you. Like, do you sort of get it? Like it doesn't matter if you want to be around me or not. Like, do you sort of get it? because it's an unconditional desire. There's no condition on me having to, you having to tell me 27 jokes an hour to around me and blah, blah, blah. Do you sort of get it? So it's like, why am I, or like, what is the format or structure that I want? So we think about it like this. When I'm thinking about my identity of self or me as a person, okay, there is the internal identity of me, there is the external identity of me, who I am within myself, how I show up in the environmental world around me. Do you sort of get it? So, like, how do I want to, one, build that internal self? So, how do I want to treat myself? And then, how do I want to treat others? Do I want to put conditions on me treating myself well? Or do I want to, or, or do I not want to put conditions on? Do you sort of get it? Do I want to put conditions on other people and how they have to treat me? Or do I want to put conditions, or do I not want to put conditions on other people? Do you sort of get it? So that's going to finish off today's lecture. But basically, we will continue on with this tomorrow. And it's just understanding the first stage is understanding conditional, unconditional. What is the difference between condition and unconditioned? The un. Do you get it? What does un mean? Motherfucking none. Like, do you get it? That's all it is. It's easy as can be. All right.